Can God be mocked without any consequences? The following are sensational examples of men and women who mocked God. While there are internet hoaxes and rumors similar to what is contained in this video, the information in this video, however, is accurate, verified, and documented. As you watch this video, keep in mind that it will all be put in proper context at the end of the video. Bon Scott was the co-writer of the AC/DC 1979 popular song Highway to Hell. The song Highway to Hell lyrics referred to the self-destructive lifestyle of the rock and roll artist with the lyrics, "Hey Satan, paying my dues, playing in a rocking band. Hey mama, look at me, I'm on my way to the promised land. I'm on the highway to hell." At the age of 33, Bon Scott was pronounced dead on arrival at King's College in London, England. The cause of death was asphyxiation as a result of vomiting after passing out after a night of heavy alcohol consumption. He choked on his own vomit. John Lennon declared in 1966, "Christianity will go. It will vanish and shrink. I needn't argue about that. I'm right, and I will be proved right. We're more popular than Jesus now. I don't know which will go first, rock and roll or Christianity." 14 years later, at the age of 40, Lennon was shot dead in New York City on December 8, 1980. Today, over 2 billion people worldwide claim to worship Jesus Christ. Although many millions around the world still admire John Lennon and his musical work, I have never seen a single church erected to John Lennon with worshipers inside of it. Every Sunday, however, billions around the world gather to worship Jesus Christ. The RMS Titanic was built in 1911 for the White Star Line at the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast in the United Kingdom. According to the archives.gov website, an unknown White Star Line employee at the time of the Titanic's launch on May 31, 1911 said, "Not even God himself can sink this ship." That documented quote was then used by the character Cal Hockley, who was played by Billy Zane in the 1997 movie Titanic. We all know what happened to the Titanic. The risque and licentious sex goddess that Marilyn Monroe portrayed on screen only revealed a glimpse of the rebellion and looseness that marked her life behind the scenes. Biographer Anthony Summers of Goddess, Secret Lives of Marilyn Monroe writes, "Marilyn had a lifelong interest in the occult, and she often visited astrologers and psychics. Perhaps the most striking are her satanic connections with Anton LaVey, who is the founder and high priest of the Church of Satan. Marilyn was fascinated with Anton's stories of his life and study of Satanism. In 1973, Anton LaVey wrote in an article that Monroe would become the satanic Madonna of the 21st century. Marilyn Monroe was found dead in the bedroom of her home by her psychoanalyst, Ralph Greenson. Her death was ruled to be acute barbiturate poisoning by the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office and listed as probable suicide. She was 36 years of age. Tancredo Neves, the president of Brazil. During his presidential campaign, he said if he got 500,000 votes from his party, not even God could keep him from the presidency. He did get the votes, but he could not become president. Because on January 15, 1985, Neves was elected president by the majority of the Electoral College. However, on March the 15th, just one day before he was to take the oath of office, Neves became severely ill. He suffered from abdominal complications and developed generalized infection. After 7 operations, Neves died on April the 21st. Friedrich Nietzsche declared, "God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him." He is famous for that statement. Nietzsche died insane at the age of 56 in an asylum. He had syphilis. It is reported that he signed his last letters, "The Crucified One." The Roman Emperor Diocletian began one of the most terrible persecutions of Christianity in history. One target of his violence was the Bible itself. He ordered that every copy of the Bible be confiscated and burned. Only 25 years later, Constantine, the very next emperor of Rome, ordered that 50 copies of the Scriptures be prepared and paid for by the Roman government. In spite of Diocletian's efforts, there were plenty of Bibles around to make more copies. Today, it is still the most popular published work in the world. Even though these examples are thought-provoking and sensational, the point is not that God necessarily killed these people for their blasphemous lives or statements. Many people die because of their own self-imposed lifestyle. The point is that regardless of what a mere mortal may claim to be or may claim to know about God, the point is that we all will die. We will all stand in front of the God who created us. The question is, will you stand in front of Him having worshiped Him and served Him with your life, or having mocked Him with your words and your life? The choice is yours, but eternity is in God's hands.